Today, we're going to start off by considering this scenario. You are going on a camping trip. You can only choose 5 of the following items to bring on your camping trip. This means you can only select the most important items that you must have on your trip in order for it to be a success. Choose carefully. Here are the different items that you can choose from, and you can only take 5 of these items on your camping trip. You need 5 items that are going to help you be the most successful on your trip. You have to have these 5 items in order to succeed. You guys are going to start today by dragging the 5 items from over here that you would take on your trip, and you're going to drag them over here into this box. Now, it might be great to have a chocolate bar on your camping trip, but is it the most important item to bring? In our reading, when we are looking for key details as readers, we look for the most important information. We look for information that we must have in order to understand the main idea of the text. Authors include extra information that might be interesting, such as it might be interesting to bring that deck of cards on your camping trip. But we do not need that information in order to understand the main idea of the text. Just like on that camping trip, you could have brought along some extra items that would have made your trip maybe more interesting by having a deck of cards to play with or having a treat with a candy bar. But you don't have to have that information, that you don't have to have those supplies in order to have a successful camping trip. The same with our reading. Authors include a lot of extra information that's interesting. We might want to know it, but we don't have to have that information in order to understand the main idea the author's trying to tell us. Interesting details are like sprinkles on this cupcake. You don't have to have sprinkles on that cupcake in order to enjoy it. You just might enjoy it a little more. You don't have to have those sprinkles. When we read passages, we have to be really careful to decide if a detail is a key detail or if it's just an interesting detail. Key details are what we have to have in order to understand the main idea that the author is trying to tell us. Today, we're going to be reading this text and we're going to be looking at the underlined details. And we're going to decide whether we have to have these details, whether they are key details, or if they're just interesting details, ones that we don't have to have in order to understand the main idea.